But first, there was a time when earning a degree online was a novelty. Now, though, it's a common way of getting ahead, especially in America. But these courses have mostly been aimed at people in their 20s and 30s who work during the day, can therefore only study at night. But the concept has proved so successful, it's now been expanded to help school children. Well, our North America technology correspondent Ian Hardy has gone back to school to learn more about it. Ian.
Thank you, Stephen. We're in the city of Harrisburg, and this is one of Pennsylvania's busiest schools. But despite it being 8:30 on an ordinary school day morning, there's not a single child in sight. That's because when I say busiest, I'm talking about megabytes.
I think his first Spanish lesson will be next Tuesday on the 16th. And it'll give him a brief introduction and tell him when to put the CD in.
Teacher Rachel Bailey starts every day with a round of emails and telephone calls to her pupils, who range in age from 5 to 16. The Commonwealth Connections Academy is a cyber school, offering highly personalised online education to children in their own homes.
We can not only alter the pace of the program, because some students need to go faster, some need to go slower. We may have a student who age-wise is 4th grade, but maybe their math skills are 2nd grade, but maybe their reading skills are 6th grade. And so that curriculum then can actually be based on what that student's skills are and what that student's needs are. And that is something that is absolutely unique to a technology-enabled virtual school program.
At the Frederick household in rural Pennsylvania, 12-year-old Christy is already a busy model and actress. She had to leave traditional school in order to travel hundreds of miles a week to New York City and around the Northeast, appearing in everything from catalogues to movies. Christy's mum supervises all lessons, as required by the Connections Academy.
I have no concerns that her education is going to suffer by doing it cyber school. If anything, she's getting actually a better education because they're offering more courses. In her other school, they didn't have geography, they didn't have technology at all, and she's even allowed to start an elective in Spanish in January. And all that is not offered to her till she would get to the junior high at her other school. So she's actually and hopefully going to be ahead.
Well, in the very beginning, you have to take this big test, and then you send it back to them, and then they will see what level you are on, and then they will send you all kinds of resources. They will send you books, computers, a printer, everything you need in school, and they'll send you supplies for art and science and everything. I mean, you get lots of packages when in the very beginning, but then you have to send it all back.
When Christy needs to go on a photo shoot, she simply downloads coursework, packs up her laptop and studies in the back of the car or on the set. Coursework and tests are periodically sent back to the teachers for marking. But the two parties rarely meet, if ever, and critics say in the online education world, children are also insulated from social interaction with their peers.
We have 7 community coordinators around the state who have specific responsibility to plan field trips, to plan social events, to plan activities for the students that are in their particular area. We communicate that information to parents. Parents have the opportunity to either get involved or not.
Hi, this is Miss Conway. Is it okay if we catch up on a little bit of math?
Another criticism is the use of taxpayers' money. Some people object to government educational funds being diverted to online schools run by private companies. The constant debate may be one reason why cyber schools have not developed as fast as cyber universities. But by law, Connections Academy has to reach or exceed the same educational standards as publicly funded bricks and mortar schools.
Hello?
Hi, it's Mrs. Dents.
Hi, Mrs. Dents.
I wanted to talk to you about what pre-tests you need to do.
How many skill builders do I do in one day?
Christy's teacher is Kathy Dintz, who gave up a career in the traditional classroom to become a cyber teacher. She says parents want to become involved for all sorts of reasons.
Well, I think some parents just want control over what their children are learning, sometimes for religious reasons. Some are not real fond of what's happening in their public schools.
a lot of violence in some of the city schools. Quite a few of our parents have chosen the program because of that. Some children have special needs, and the parents can spend more time with them than they can get in a normal school.
Cyberschools are still so new, it's difficult to quantify their effectiveness. But as fast internet connections become more and more commonplace in rural communities like this one, the lessons are undoubtedly going to become more popular and more sophisticated. From Pennsylvania, back to you, Stephen.